Yo, this is Toddy, official TAI. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, February 1st of 2021. And guess what? Now the Republicans are giving us a proposal on what they want to be the third stimulus package. However, we already know how Biden feels and his team. Like, okay, we do want to partner with y'all, but we don't need y'all for real for this one, because this one's definitely going to go. So do I really think that he's going to actually hear them out, even though he said, oh, we'll bring it up for negotiation? However, I don't need you.
This is Ty. Welcome to the official TAI channel. Stay tuned.
A part of your weekend wrap up. I just want you to know that Trump did lose his top impeachment lawyers. Shade on that. Yes, I'm throwing shade on that. Just want to let you know that the Republicans, as of today, they're supposed to unveil their portion of what the third stimulus package should look like, their vision, I should say. But let's not derail, because the Democrats, the Biden administration, is already like, we can come to an agreement. Y'all can get on this boat with us, y'all can ride with us, but we don't need your approval. We don't need your say. So hear it, but don't hear it. I'm sure he's going to hear them out, and I'm sure he's going to give them the benefit of the doubt. However, dude already know what he want to do. Biden already know what he want to do. Biden is pressing along aggressively within his first 100 days of being president. As the Democrats would say, the risk is not doing too much, is not doing enough. So pretty much, how we took this whole 2020 to get you guys a whole nother stimulus package, the Democrats is like, no, we got to hurry up. We got to act, expeditiously. Okay, we have to go ahead and be aggressive with this and take full force. Again, if the Republicans want to be on our team and they want to ride this boat with us, come on. But you know what? We really don't need their approval, okay? It would be pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. The Republicans and the Democrats would actually come together. However, for this one, we're going to trump y'all because we don't really need you. We don't really need your opinion. However, it would be nice for you to get on this boat with us. Again, as the Democrats would say, the risk at hand is not doing too much, but not doing enough, effectively, efficiently. Like, literally, how long would it take if the Republicans were still in charge for us to have gotten that second, let alone this third stimulus package within a few weeks later? Do you know that once this stimulus package is approved and pushed forward, we can get the money within 48 hours? Again, that's to those that had direct deposit and all that stuff, not the snail mail people. We're not talking about that. Again, the issue at hand is not doing too much, but not doing enough, fast enough, efficiently, effectively. Boom. All right. So again, Biden's administration is welcoming the Republicans. By all means, y'all come on. Y'all can come see the light. Come see the light with us. So don't get me wrong. Just as much as the $2,000, or I should say the $1,400 stimulus that Biden administration is pushing, because he promised that to his voters and the citizens of the United States. Speedy vaccinations is just as important, okay? And that is another one of the priority things that's in this third stimulus package. With that being said, don't get me wrong now, okay? Because the Republicans actually do care. They want to make sure that this stimulus check is targeted to those that actually need it. Not people like them or people that they can point out that really don't need the money. Because actually, they have a way that they can look into our finances, into our expenses, and how we've been spending as a country, how we've all been spending. And those that have a certain AGI or a certain income that's above $75,000, those people is actually paying off credit cards, buying stock, or just saving it. Whereas those that were making less than $75,000 or less than $50,000, which is what the Republicans are actually trying to propose, that we target it down to the $50,000 crew. But anyway, they want to target it to those that really need it, not just give it to everybody. But again, how do you do that? So look forward to another video of what the Republicans actually unveiled to us that's in their proposal for the third stimulus package. It's going to be interesting to find out, because I'm sure some things are going to be similar. However, they're going to tweak it, such as they want to keep unemployment at $300, not boost it up to $400 to the end of the year. But anyway, I'm just here to give y'all overview. Don't forget, I'm not a professional. I'm not a tax preparer of yours. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here for fun. So with that being said, what's your thoughts on this vaccine? Do you think it should be mandatory? Because some people from the Republican Party are even saying that in order for us to get the stimulus package, they should have to require for everybody to actually receive the vaccine. So are you for the vaccine, or are you not for the vaccine? Like mandatory, or just getting it in general? Some people are like, that I know personally, are like, you know what? Nah, let those people go ahead and get that vaccine, and let's see if they walk around looking like zombies before we go ahead and do it. We're not going to just jump out there. There's some people that feel as though they are compelled to do it, or that they have to do it. But there's some people that's like, no, I got a choice. I'm not doing it. I'm going to watch and see what happens to all y'all. See how many people die from the second disbursement. See how many people, like I said, walk around looking like zombies. But no, for me and mine, we're going to hold this one out. We're going to keep our distance. We're going to social distance. Stay home as much as possible. Not travel, obviously, out of state. And we're going to keep our distance from y'all. Y'all go ahead. Let's see if y'all walk around like zombies, if this becomes The Walking Dead or not. Then we may be interested in getting a vaccine for us and our families. And our children, I should say. But so with that being said, again, are you for the vaccine? Are you for the vaccine being mandatory? Or do you feel like you have that right, that you shouldn't have to get it if you don't want to? Also intended to be in this $1.9 trillion stimulus package for the third stimulus package is the $15 an hour. How does that affect you? And would the average person just receive the $15 an hour? No, they wouldn't. And actually would be a gradual increase for those minimum wage people that are still getting that $7.25, unfortunately. So if you're going to be pushed up to that $15, no, it's not going to happen overnight. It's actually going to be a gradual increase. So by the year of 2025, those that are on minimum wage would have received $15 by that point. But it won't just happen overnight, obviously. It's going to scale up to that. And it's going to increase usually about $1 a year from the information that I've been receiving. Also, did you know that the $7.25 minimum wage has been in effect since 2009? Like, that's ludicrous. How many years ago is that? And I'm sure the cost of living has changed in plenty of places, not just California and New York, but even those small town areas. Like, come on. But anyway, this is also going to phase out those tip servers, those tip employees. Yeah, those that are servers, or those that break bread with the dishwashers in the back while they serve the food on the tables with the waiters and waitresses and things like that. Eventually, that's going to phase those people out. Although I do see how some of them, obviously are going to be a little pissed about that, because some people may even be for it and be like, okay, I shouldn't have to work for $2, $3 to $4 an hour and then just depend on tips solely. Because what about those bad days? You may want that $15 an hour so that way you can have a budget. But, that's none of my business. Pro is that the minimum wage will be horizontal with the cost of living, literally. So come on, bring it up. And that also should mean that those that are getting $15 an hour, that should be going up as well. There's no way somebody that's getting $15 an hour now should still be getting that within the next 5 years, or should be getting that by 2025, when everybody else's minimum wage should go up to that. I'm assuming that would mean that everybody would gradually go up. Another pro to the $15 an hour for minimum wage for everybody is that it would bring those above the poverty line. Yes. This is what we want. We want to give people hope. We want to encourage people that you can live this American dream that people from other countries are striving to get, that dream about getting. We have this in our hands. So there's no reason why, after this whole pandemic and everything that the government is pushing out to assist us, that you should still be broke, that you should still barely be eligible for moving on. You don't want to always be stuck with food stamps. You don't want to always, the idea, the goal is not to stay stagnant, is to move. Yes, you may be in housing and on food stamps and things like that right now, but within the next few years, it's supposed to be a stepping stone. You're supposed to be stepping up, not to be there forever and continue to have kids. But you know what? Rant over. Anyway, so that was a little bit shade for me. Yes, it was. So a con would be that it would eliminate jobs. There's even talks from Walmart. Literally, Walmart is threatening, okay, if y'all force us to bring this minimum wage up to $15, you know what? We're going to eliminate some positions. We're going to have these robots do it. Now, yes, they would still have physical employees working in there for people that order online and stuff like that. But a real person obviously would have to go and pick out a fresh orange or a soft enough piece of fruit or ripe enough piece of fruit. You can't obviously count on a robot to do that. So there would be still some positions available. However, the majority of them, the packing, the packaging, and all those small stationary items that people will order, yeah, they're going to eliminate the jobs and give it to a robot or build a robot to be able to do that and package it up. I'm just saying. So put your thoughts down below. Let me know how you feeling about that. Like, for real. One of the things that's going on right now, y'all need to know that it is some things that could just hinder I should say, from this third stimulus package, the $1.9 trillion stimulus package from the Biden administration, is that 60 votes is needed right now. So it's not one of those 50-50 things. That's kind of also why he wants to have bipartisanship, like literally Republicans and Democrats, left hand, right hand become one hand, one unit, one country, one team. Duh. That's the whole goal. But anyway, so with that being said, they're going to need about 9 to 10 Republican votes to make this happen. But don't forget, Biden got the Trump card. Get it? Trump card. Biden literally has the Debo card. So he really doesn't need their assistance, but the Debo part that he's taking, or that he could take, the action that he could take, can mess up later on in line, only because once the Republicans come back in office, then they'll pay, tag team, oh, you took this away from the Republicans, we're going to bring this back and take that away, and then every 4 years it's going to be like a limbo, or every 8 years or something like that. It's always going to be a limbo. It's always going to be a competition for left versus the right hand, or the Democrats versus the Republicans, for whatever reason. Anyway, that ran us over too. Like I said, the stimulus check is geared more towards the vulnerable people, those that are really, really affected by this, the low income, which is not just the ghetto. I just want to put that out there. You can have a median state income of, let's say, $200,000. But this area or the city where you live in, the majority of y'all can only be getting barely $60,000 an hour. So you know what? That makes you low income too. Not just those that's getting under $30,000 or under $50,000 a year. Shade, yes, putting that out there. I don't know why I got Shade Monday going on. And lastly, okay, so the stimulus checks. I know y'all see something that say $1,400, $2,000, and now $1,000. Yes, $1,000. That's because they're trying to make it a monthly stimulus check. I'm for it. I am for it. I pray that my income, probably barely, but would reach it, because I could also, as a single mom on paper, could use the assistance, could use the help. And it's not going to go to nobody's savings account. It's going to go to bills. It's going to go to food, because some of us that are just above what's considered poverty, sometimes we're not eligible for assistance such as food stamps and things like that. So like I said, how do you really measure somebody that really needs it? You can't really go by, all right, put it like this. I'm ranting because let's just say I make about $72,000 a year. Okay. I also have 4 dependents. That's not going to go but so far. So now that the Republicans and the third stimulus package proposal that they're going to unveil today are talking about, okay, let's decrease that $75,000 amount to about $50,000. That's not fair, because the housing complex around the corner is getting less than that, and I'm directly around the corner from them, and I'm still within the $70,000 range, but my number of dependents would, if you divide that, basically we're not getting no money. Literally, that's less than $20,000 per person. How you gonna feed, eat, and all that kind of stuff off of that? Anyway, rant over. I keep saying that, but it's not. What else? Yeah. So the Republicans is trying to get us for $1,000. However, they are planning to include the adult dependents. Finally. Yes. So that 18, 19, or 65-year-old adult dependent that you had, now they can get their own money, because they deserve it as well. Yes.